Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining with us for the talk show Stanley College, Discovery Your Own Path. My name is Megan from EMK Global. So as you can see, there are a lot of majors for studying at Stanley College with great facility and support. So to answer all the question related to study at Stanley College, about scholarships, eligibility, practical training, or career opportunities. We are live streaming on Facebook, the talk show Stanley College, Discover Your Own Path. So our guest today is Miss Jerabel and Gabriela from Stanley College. So good afternoon. How are you today?
We're good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, Gabriela.
Hi, Megan. Thank you so much for having us here. It's a pleasure to be with you and your students.
Yeah. So would you mind to introduce a bit about yourself? Let's start with Jerabel first.
Hi, so my name is Jerabel Warren. I'm the regional manager for North and Southeast Asia. That means I look after our Vietnamese students as well. I've been with Stanley for almost 2 years, and I've been in the industry for about 18 years now. It's a very exciting sector to be in, the vocational training, because there's just a lot of opportunities and options for students.
Thanks, Jerabel. So how about Gabriela? Would you like to introduce about yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name is Gabriela. I'm originally from Brazil, but I have been here in Australia for 11 years now. I'm the recruitment manager here at Stanley College for Latin America, Europe, and Subcontinent. So any questions, please feel free to get back to me.
Thanks for joining with us in this talk show. So we have two parts in this talk show. The first one would be introduction about Stanley College, and the second part is discussion with our audience in the Facebook. So to our audience, if you have any question, please comment on the Facebook pages so we can discuss with our guests. So thanks, Jerabel and Gabriela. I'm so happy that you joined with us in this talk show. So would you mind introducing Stanley College to all of our audience?
All right, so before we start on a presentation, we want to show you a little bit about our campus. I think it's quite exciting if you get to see where we work at and how the students study here at Stanley College. So Gabriela and myself will showcase the campus, right, Gabby?
Yes, correct. So if you allow me, Jerabel, I think I will go first. So I'm located on the Perth City campus, which is a very important campus to us because it was our first campus. And on this campus, we have 2 commercial kitchens for our commercial cookery students, okay? So if you are ready, I would like to take with me for a quick campus tour to show you around. So Megan, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi everybody, welcome to Stanley College Perth City campus. I'm very happy to show you around here. This was Stanley College first campus here in Perth. Still very much important for us because we have 2 commercial kitchens here inside our campus. So your students, they can be in one single campus, having the theory classes and the practical ones. Come with me and I'll show you around. Welcome to the Culinary Workshop. All right, so where we are here, it's a restaurant, okay? So I'll show you the commercial kitchens very soon, but this restaurant here, it's a great place for the students to practice everything that they have been learning in the kitchen. So the commercial cookery and hospitality students, they come here to this restaurant and they practice with the real public because this restaurant is open to the public. So it's a great way for the students to put everything extra on their resume and put everything in practice as well. As you can see right behind me here, we have a bar, okay? So this bar is fully equipped and then fully licensed as well. So students, they can practice cocktails, they can practice coffees, teas. Also, we have the tables here, all right, which we'll be expecting the public to sit here with us. And look how well decorated the tables are. Okay, so again, another really good way for them to practice here with us. Let's go and find out the kitchens. Come with me. I'm so excited to show this part because it's the best part here at the campus, the kitchen. So we have 2 commercial kitchens here at the Perth City campus. This is the first one that I want to be showing you. So I'm in the middle of the classroom. Students are exactly in action, okay? This is Bruce, one of our trainers. So here we have all the students practicing. They always start from the scratch, okay, together and then on the same base, all right? So they have the same uniform, the same set of knives, the same books, everything together. Approximately we have 6 students per bench, okay? So we have, say 6 benches here, and then 2 trainers as well. So this kitchen here is fully equipped. Okay, we tend to make the kitchens look way more professional and then close to the reality. So once they finish the course here, they are well prepared to go to the workforce. We have the fridge, we have the cool room, and we have the storage room. So here it's the second kitchen, very, very close to the first one, literally 5 seconds away. We don't have any students at the moment to show you, but that's okay. The kitchen is empty, all for you guys. And again, this kitchen, it's fully equipped. So we have everything pretty much as the first kitchen we have here on the second one. So the students, they can use as much as they want and they can practice as much as they want as well. On the same campus, together with the 2 commercial kitchens, we also have some classrooms available for the students. As I said, the most popular course on this campus, it is the commercial cookery, which is a 2 years program. So 1 year certificate 3, 6 months certificate 4, and 6 months of diploma. Majority of the classes for the certificate 3, they are practical, so they are in the classroom. But the other 2 courses, they are 50-50, I would say, practical and classrooms as well. So I'll show you some of the classrooms. As you can see, it's all in the same campus. And the last office that I would like to show you around here at the Perth City campus, it is the student services area. So as you can see, we have Gabriela here to assist you with any questions that you have in regards to your journey, your studies, and your life here in Perth as well. So that's it from me. I hope you enjoy our little campus tour and we can't wait to see you all here. See you soon. Bye.
Thanks, Gabriela. Very
That's
informative.
okay.
Yes, that's awesome. Yes, I can say that, it's very useful for international students to know what's practical training, what the kitchen look like, if they registered for the courses in Stanley College.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how about Jerabel? Would you
Yeah.
like to introduce about Stanley? Yeah.
Yes, of course. So today I'm located at the West Perth campus. So later on, we'll go into all our courses here at Stanley College. But today, what we would like to highlight is the on-campus training facilities. I think that is one of our biggest selling point. So I'm at the West Perth campus, but I will also magically show you the Mirrabooka campus. So very quickly, I'm going to move this laptop. I am at the West Perth campus and this is the library and the students are in class at the moment. So I won't walk around the West Perth campus, but I will show you the Mirrabooka campus now. So are you ready for a tour?
Yes, let's get started.
Let's get started.
So welcome to the Mirrabooka campus. This is a huge campus where we have 2 training facilities. One is our creche and the other one is the health ward. So the first training facility I would like to show you is the creche, also known as a daycare center. Now this is where we have real children. Come on through.
The elephant is trying
So as you can see, we have real cots for babies, and we have floor play for the kids. And then of course we have this room here. If you come on through, we have little toilets for the kids. We have outdoor play area, indoor play area, and this is only one half of the daycare center. Now I'm going to take you to the other half of the center.
Look at that horse, the donkey wearing glasses. Have you ever seen the glasses before?
Okay. So look at this place. Such a beautiful place for students to do their training. Now, because it's a real daycare center, our staff and our students get to leave their children here for only $10 a day. And, and also, our trainees, they get to do their training here with real children. So by the time they do their work-based training, they're more familiar dealing with kids. Now let's go check out the other half of our campus. Okay. So the other half of the campus is where we do the health training for individual support for aging and disability. I believe that room, they're doing their first aid course at the moment, so usually the class sizes, they're quite big. So you can come and have a look.
They might fall face down, mightn't they? Like this. In which case, you will get them to
And then I'm going to take you to the health ward. Now this is where they do manual handling for individual support for aging and disability. So before we send our students out to do their work-based training, we want to make sure that they're familiar with the equipment. So this is where they do 1 week of manual handling. Okay. So come on through.
As possible. Okay, so that the head will be right on the pillow.
When you swing here.
Okay? Good.
So there you go, that's our training facility on campus. We have the creche and the health ward, and I'll see you back at the West Perth campus. See ya.
Thanks,
And I'm back.
Jerabel. That's awesome. To be honest with you, this is the first time like someone showed me the video inside the childcare center that I haven't have a look before because I don't have children, so I don't have any idea. But that's awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. So as I can see, you know, in Stanley College, you have cookery course, you have childcare, you have health course. So would you like to introduce the more details about those courses in Stanley College?
Yes, I would love to. I'm also going to, if you look at the screen, the board behind me, there's commercial cookery, and it falls under hospitality. So the hospitality covers food and beverage and commercial cookery as well. So commercial cookery is in the kitchen, food and beverage is in the restaurant. Aged care and disability, that falls under individual support. They are very popular at the moment. In fact, they are probably one of the most popular courses now in Perth, especially because they're short of staff. Then, of course, there's early childhood, there's business, something that we don't talk a lot of business, but it's a very, very popular course here at Stanley College. We're introducing IT, we have marketing for social media, and we also have a Bachelors of Business program. So I was going to request if I can share my screen very briefly. So this is Stanley College. This is the campus where I'm at. So welcome everyone. And I'm going to give the stage to Gabby, who will talk a little bit about Perth before we dive into Stanley College.
All right, thank you so much, Jerabel. Okay, everybody, for those who don't know, Perth is located in the West Australia state, okay? People say that we are a small city, very isolated, but actually we have approximately 2 million people living here in Perth. So it's not that small as everybody thinks it is. Perth has everything as a big city has to offer, but a bit smaller, okay? We have a very warm, sunny climate. So even though that we are going through winter here, we are having beautiful sunny and blue skies. Of course, we are very coastal city, so the wind, the breeze from the ocean gets to us, so it feels like it's cold, but it's just the breeze from the ocean. We have a very vibrant economy. Actually, we are the richest state in Australia. As you know, mining is a very big and important sector here for Western Australia. So that's why where the money is. So we are very fortunate to be here. And then, of course, because of that, the city is getting modern and bigger every single day. So every time that you go to the city center, you will see a new site construction, a new restaurant, a new pub, a new hotel. And it makes me very, very happy because I know that it's job opportunities for our students, okay? In the past 13 years, Perth has been rated as one of the top 10 most livable cities in the world. And the latest one, we were on the 6th place. So we are very, very happy to be on that. And one good thing for international students is that Perth is the cheapest city to live in Australia. Not many people know that. So when you're thinking about your destination, which city to go to Australia, think about everything with an open eyes in regards to cost of living, in regards to migration pathway, if that's what you're willing to do, and everything else. Last but not least, Perth is a regional area. For the students wanting to migrate, Perth gives you some steps ahead and more opportunities for visa purpose than any other city here in Australia. Next slide, please. So when we say about living cost, we mentioned that Perth is the cheapest city to live in Australia. So I'm going to give you an example, okay? So on public transport, students, international students, they have approximately 40% of discount on public transport. So that's a massive thing and a massive savings that our students will be getting by the end of the week or the month. And this only happens here in Western Australia, in Perth, okay? So it doesn't matter which course you are studying. You can be studying general English classes, you can be studying vocational classes, or even higher education, as long as you are international student, you are entitled for this discount.
Thank you, Gabby. So look at two highlights about Stanley College. Today, the presentation is all about getting to know Stanley College and what we can offer. So first and foremost, I would like to talk about some of the benefits of Stanley College. Stanley College has been around for over 12 years, so we are very established in Perth. We are the largest private RTO providers in Perth. So when you're looking for a school, you want to look for a school that is established, that has been around with a good reputation. Now, Stanley College has got 3 sectors. So we have English, we call it ELICOS, we have vocational training, and we have higher education. Why is this so unique? There's only one school in Perth that can do that, and that's Stanley College. This is because before you come to Australia, if you're an offshore student and if you want to package your visa, you can package all under one roof to study English, vocational training, and package into higher education. So everything can be done with just one school instead of getting many schools involved. Of course, we like to highlight about our campus training facilities. So Stanley College, we have 3 campuses in Perth. As you have seen our training facilities, we have, as Megan said, real daycare center. How unique is that? Because no other schools can train their early childhood education students in a real daycare center environment. So we are very proud of our on-campus training facilities. Now, talking about training facilities, the way our students study here when they study vocational training, they do it in 3 components as well. First, they do the theory in class, and second, they do on-campus training. So whether it's using the equipment, cooking in the kitchen, or in the restaurant, or in the daycare, they train on campus with our trainer. But the last and final component, they do work-based training. So work-based training is very much like internship. We guarantee placement for all our vocational training students. So if you're studying commercial cookery, we will make sure that you will get a placement at a hotel or a restaurant. Now, Stanley College is very proud to say that we have over 200 employers as our partners. This means students will never say, oh, Stanley College can't place me, because we guarantee that placement. So we work with so many hotels and restaurant and aged care center and early childhood education centers. So at the end of your students' training, we can place them with the employers. And this is also an opportunity for students to shine, to prove to the employer that they are diligent, they're hardworking, they're skillful. So that's how a lot of our students end up getting employed halfway through their training. So this, as I've mentioned, we have 3 campuses. You can see I'm based in West Perth. You have seen the Mirrabooka campus, and Gabriela has showcased the Perth City campus. The travel time between these 2 campuses is literally 5 minutes by public transport, or Mirrabooka is about 20 minutes by public transport. So this diagram here pretty much showcase what we have and what we can offer at Stanley College. As I've mentioned, the 3 components, which is English studies, vocational training, and higher education. So under vocational training, we have put down all the courses we have here at Stanley College. So students have so many options to look at. And if they want to package and get a longer visa or get a higher education, they can package with the Bachelors of Business or a graduate certificate or the graduate diploma. Is there anything you would like to add on here, Gabby?
No, that's it. Yes, as Jerabel said, students, they can easily pack our vocational courses into our Bachelor of Business. Keep it in mind that once they do, I'm sorry, I've got my dog want me to play with it. So yeah, once the students, they package Diploma of Business leading to Bachelor, they can get 1 semester off into our Bachelor of Business. So that's something very, very good that we will definitely be talking a little bit more along the presentation, but just something that would kindly brief you.
Fantastic. So I would like to highlight the business package or the business pathway. Here are some of our popular business courses. We have the Diploma of Social Media Marketing, Diploma of Business, Diploma of Leadership Management, and they can all be packaged into the Bachelors of Business or the Graduate Diploma or Certificate. Now, what I would like to mention is the Diploma of Social Media Marketing and the Diploma of Business is now available online for the full course duration. This means students who are currently in their home country, who are offshore, they can start their studies instantly, straight away. You can start in August intake, October intake, and when you study online, you can package your studies with a Bachelor of Business. So when the border is open, students can easily make their way to Australia to continue their studies. Gabby, do you want to talk about commercial?
Yes, I'll talk a little bit so you can take a break. Right. So we have, as we discussed, we have the commercial cookery pathway, which is by far the most popular course at Stanley College. Okay. So this course is quite It's a 3 years package, the full one, which you can see it's a 1 year certificate 3 in commercial cookery, 6 months certificate 4 in commercial cookery, 6 months in diploma of hospitality management, and 1 year on advanced diploma of hospitality management. So in total comes up to 3 years. As Perth, it's a regional area, and chef, the profession chef, it is on the list. If students, they study 2 years program on the regional area, they can have some benefits, or they can apply for the postgraduate visa, which will enable you to get some benefits in order to migration pathway if you are willing to. So most of our students, they tend to study the 2 years program, okay? As we discussed before, and then as I show you in the video, we have 2 commercial kitchens on campus, okay? And this is something very unique among our other providers here in Perth, because majority of our competitors, they tend to have the commercial kitchens outside their campus. So the students, they have to move around quite a lot. With Stanley College, as you saw, the kitchens are on campus and the classrooms are at the same location. So it doesn't matter if you are doing practical or theory classes, everything will be in one single place, okay? As Jerabel has also explained, we have a lot of industry partners, and this is a very important selling point for Stanley College. In regards to the students, they still want to be on the hospitality pathway, but don't want to be a chef, okay? They can also do our hospitality course pathway, which is regard to the food and beverage. So they can start, if they want to, with the certificate 3 in hospitality. They can do the diploma of hospitality management 9 months course, or the diploma of hospitality management 1 year, okay? Or both courses, they can also lead to the advanced diploma of hospitality management, okay? So normally students, they would do a 2 years program. As I was saying before, our industry partner, this is just a summarize of some of our industry partners that we have partnership with. If you want to get the full list of partners, please go to our website and then you can get the full list of that. But as you can see, we have a partnership with really good hotels. So like, for example, 4 Points by Sheraton, Mercure, Novotel, Ritz-Carlton, which is a brand new hotel here also in Perth. And then we have partnership with a 5-star restaurant, which is the Como, okay? So things like that, just going back a little bit. So things like that, it also makes your journey as international student here at Stanley College extremely unique. It's nothing guaranteed, but most of our students, they tend to find a job offer while they are doing the work-based training. And why is that? Our industry partners, they know the quality, our teaching method, okay? They know how good we are. They also know our infrastructure, our campuses, our material, everything, our trainers. So they're extremely happy with that. And they also know the capability of our students, how capable they are in the kitchen, for example. So instead of opening a job position for the outside, they tend to hire and give a job offer to our own students. So this is a very, very unique selling point for our students at Stanley College, not just our teaching method, but also our employability, which is also very good. Please go ahead, Jerabel.
So I would like to highlight the health and community services. At Stanley College, students, a lot of students are applying for the Aging and Disability Certificate 3. This is because there's a huge demand of such position in Perth. At the moment, because as you know, Australia international border is closed, and also Perth is very strict with our domestic border as well. So in Perth, we are experiencing a shortage of skilled employees. At the moment, especially when COVID hit last year, there has been a huge demand of staff in aged care and disability care. So there has been a huge influx of such skills. So it's a great opportunity for international students. They can either do the short course, they can do it in 4 months, or if they want to package with a diploma of community services, leading to future planning for example, your migration planning, then it's best to package with the diploma of community services. Just to give you an idea, most of our students who do the Cert 3 in aging and disability, they get hired at the end of their course, because halfway through their work-based training, the employer will see their capabilities and their skills, and a lot of the employers will approach our students. So we get really good feedback from our students because they do on-campus training before we send them to do their work-based training. Some of the students have also shared their experience, saying that because they have experience dealing with manual handling on campus, by the time they start their work-based training, they don't have to do observation. They don't have to stand by the side and observe how other people work. They can be really hands-on on day one. So some students, they are saying things like they're already doing showering, shaving, and helping the elderly to change. And these are all very practical hands-on tasks. So our students do perform a lot better, and a lot of them end up with part-time jobs in the industry. And also to highlight, the students in Perth, they are getting paid very high for such jobs. In general, students in Western Australia are getting paid about 8% more than the eastern states. Under the health, these are our partners. So these are big brands for aged care and disability care. Some of them run franchise, so they have outlets all over Perth. So when we want to place students with one of the aged care centers, students have the flexibility of choosing whether it's closer to their home, any other factors, easier public transport, or recommended by family or friends. So students have the options to choose which center they would like to do their work-based training at. And then, of course, is the early childhood education. Generally, students would package a Certificate 3 and diploma of early childhood education and care. For international students especially, we would highly recommend to enter at the Cert 3 level, because this is where you do your work-based training and you do a lot of basics. So I understand I've had inquiries like, can you do this course online? But you've seen our training facilities, these are practical courses that you have to be there. You have to experience dealing with children to get your qualification. So it's not just theory, yes and no, fill in the blank kind of training. When you study to become an early childhood educator, you're not studying to become a nanny. You're studying to become an educator. So things like lesson planning, putting games together, trying to deal with kids with emotional issue. So this course is very, very practical. And it is becoming very popular as well. As you saw one of the videos before, one of our students from Vietnam, she did her work-based training at one of the centers over here, and she's been offered a part-time job already. Again, a lot of students studying this course, they all end up getting job offers. So it's something like Gabriela said, we cannot guarantee a paid position or a full-time job, but most of our students, you will see that they've all been employed, or they all have some sort of part-time job in the area of their studies. So these are some of our work-based training partners in early childhood education. These are really big brands when it comes to daycare centers. Daycare can be very, very expensive. I know, because I've got 2 kids and they used to cost about nearly $100 a day per child. So it is a growing industry in Perth, as most parents are now working, and the demand is there to have more daycare facilities. So there's a lot of job opportunities. Places like Nido Early school. They have, you know, over 10 outlets all around in Perth. So last but not least is we would like to highlight the Bachelors of Business. The Bachelor of Business, one of our competitive edge is we deliver this course in a very small class environment. I came here as an international student and I studied in a university, and it's very daunting. I'm originally from Malaysia. When English is not your first language, it is very scary to put up your hand and ask a question in a crowd of 150 students. So something that I really like about our class delivery in Stanley College is the fact that the classes are a little bit smaller to help international students transition from their home country to get their bachelor's degree here. So it's not a shock. There's no cultural shock or shock to their system when it comes to learning. And comparing the learning method back in our country and in Australia is very different. In Australia, it's a lot of independent studies. You attend your lecture and then you go away and you produce your project in a presentation in 4 weeks or in 6 weeks. But it's very different here at Stanley College because it's a smaller size. Students get a lot of one-on-one attention with their trainers. So you get a lot of positive support there. Now, of course, the entry requirement is the same as any other universities. You know, as you can see, you need to complete your year 12 and you need to have an IELTS 6.0 or equivalent to start the course. So it doesn't mean that you're a weaker student or academically you're weaker. So the standard is the same compared to all Australian universities. It is a 3-year qualification, but the best part is the tuition fee. If you look at the tuition fee, it's 16,500. If you compare with some universities, it's what, 29,000 for 1 year. So that alone, our students are already saving 10,000 Australian dollars per year. So that becomes a great benefit, not only academically, but also financially. And I'm sure, you know, coming from, you know, Southeast Asian countries, or a non-native speaking country, you know, you're saving a lot of money because by the time you convert and change the currency, it does get quite expensive. So we believe that the qualification at Stanley College is not just a piece of paper. We want our students to be employable. So when you finish your education here, you can be very proud to say, I have a piece of paper, but I also have a job. So I think that comes to the end of, or have you got anything to add, Gabriela?
Now, just one thing that as Stanley College is very, very practical. As you can see, we are definitely our students, they put their hands on and everything. So the higher education wouldn't be different. Keep it in mind that they are on their last year of the course. They are doing also kind of like an internship, a work-based training as well with our industry partners. So it's another way for them to be exposed to the industry, to the workforce, and then give them some experience as well. So once they finish the course with us, they already have the experience, and then they are more than welcome to look for a job, be more confident about it.
Thanks, Gabriela and Jerabel. So I hope our audience have sufficient information about the Stanley College and courses. Let's move to the next part of the event discussion with our guest. So I received a lot of questions in Facebook already, and I try my best to summarize, the similar questions. I think the first one, like this student watching the video of Gabriela talking about the accommodation in Stanley College. So she asked how much is the rent, and she also asked, do I need to book the kitchen, for the dining?
That's a really good question. So I'll go for the rent first. How much is the fees? I can definitely share the fees for each bedroom because as you can see, we have different options for the students, single bed, single bedroom, double, triple, and then a share room. So I can share the list, the fees with Megan, and Megan can pass it on to you, not a problem at all. In regards to the facilities inside Campus Perth, which is the location for the accommodation, you don't need to book anything. You can easily pop it in and do everything that you want. So like, for example, the gym, the common areas, you can easily go and then prepare your meals and everything. So no need for bookings.
Yeah, Thanks, Gabriela. Let's go to the next question. Let me have a look. Micah, she's Vietnamese, and she asks, what course is the best at Stanley? I want to get permanent residence. Yeah, this
I
is
guess
a quite general question, but I think all the courses at Stanley College, they are the best. But during the presentation, I believe, Gabriela and Jerabel already let you know which course may be suitable for you. The next one is, I don't have IELTS. Can I study Diploma of Community Services? This is Vietnamese student. Yeah.
absolutely. So at Stanley College, we also have a free English placement test that's available online. So it doesn't matter whether students are onshore in Australia or offshore in Vietnam, they can do the test online. And once we get the results, we will know if the student has achieved the English level to start their studies in the course. So they don't need an IELTS.
Yeah, thanks, Jerabel. The next question is from Ming Cho on Facebook. How many hours of work placement in Diploma of Community Services? How many days per week I need to go for work placement? And where will I go for work placement? So the question basically is how many hours for work placement, how many days per week, and where she will go for work placement.
Okay. So the work hours is 400 hours. So we follow the Aqua standard. So it's 400 hours for their work-based training. Of course, we have a full-time uh, job placement liaison officer here at Stanley College. Her job is to place every single students at their job, regardless whether it's in hospitality or childcare or community services. Her job is to place the student. So by the time the work-based training is always towards the end of their study. So by the time they have done their training or their theory in class, the student will have some time with Kathy. Kathy does the job placement, and she will advise the student about working hours as well as where to work. Because we cannot decide which days the student will work. Employers will actually request the student to come in on Monday, Thursday, and Friday. It really depends.
Yeah, but it would be part-time, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
part-time.
Yeah, thanks for your answer. So the next question is from Ming Fu. She asks, how many days per week I have to attend work placement in childcare course?
It's pretty much as Jerabel has mentioned. Normally, it will be a part-time job, so normally 3 days a week. But we need to have a conversation with our industry partners to see which days are available for them. So when it comes to a part of the work-based training, we will sit down with the students. We will organize everything for them, of course. You students, you don't need to worry about a thing, but we will of course have a conversation with you, see if it's okay with your schedule, the particular days that we have organized, and if it's close to your home as well, so you don't need to move around so much.
Oh, that's really flexible. Thank you, Ming Fu. So if you want to have more details about childcare courses, please contact EMK Global so we can connect you with Stanley College. The next question is also about childcare course. So Katie, she asks, will work placement start in the first semester in childcare course? And can I study online?
At the moment, all our courses, all these practical training courses are being face-to-face. The reason we say that is because, as I've mentioned before, what they study in class is not just it's also about group projects, putting things together. As you know, being well, you may not know, but working in a kindergarten or a daycare center, there's a lot of hands-on stuff like Enroll. How do you create resources, things like that? There's a lot of group work together. So it's very difficult for us to deliver the course online if the student is not physically in class.
Yeah, thanks, Jerabel. So Jenna, you also asked about online diploma community service. I believe you have the answer. On the course will be provide face-to-face training. Um, Nhật Minh on Facebook asked, when can I have work placement in commercial cookery course, and where can I have my placement?
It's the same structure of the all the courses. So the work-based training will be towards the end of your course. And then we will have Kathy, which is responsible for the work-based training for our students. She will allocate you into one of our industry partners, and then she will sit down with you and discuss your opportunity for the work-based training.
Yeah, thanks, Gabriela.
My pleasure.
Another question also about commercial cookery. She asked, does a school provide at least 360 hours work placement in commercial cookery course?
The commercial cookery work-based training for certificate 3, they do 200 hours in 10 weeks for the certificate 3.
Yeah. How about certificate 4?
The certificate 4, there's no work-based training in Cert 4. So in total for Cert 3, it's only 200 hours.
Yeah, thanks for your answer. Yeah, Ling Hana asked, there is no lockdown now in Perth. Is the placement paid?
That's a really good question. Yes, we are pretty much living a normal life here in Perth, as there is nothing happened, let's say like that. We are living a life that we were before COVID. Yeah, so touch wood, we are very lucky and blessed to be here in Perth. So all the places are open, all the cafes, restaurants, nightclubs, everything is open. There is no need of using masks. We can have a normal life, as I said. So all our students, they do have the opportunity to have the work-based training, of course. And then, as I said before, it's nothing guaranteed, but some students, they tend to get a job opportunity while they are doing the work-based training. So I think as the work-based training is towards your course, you'll be very confident of yourself about doing the job, of course. You'll be more familiar as well with all the activities. So you put 110% of you into the work-based training. So it's all about you in showing off your best qualities, all your techniques, all your skills with the employer, so maybe you will get a job offer. So that's a very good scenario.
Thank you. Thanks for your answer. We have other question about business courses. Business course, the first question from Nguyen, and he asked, after completing early childhood course, can I get my credits transferred to bachelor course at any university in Perth?
So the student wants to continue a bachelor's in, say, early childhood education as well?
Yeah, so this student mean that after completing early childhood course in Stanley College, can they get any credit transfer to bachelor course at any university in Perth? Yeah.
This is something that we don't guarantee because different universities, they cover different units, but the units that are on all our Stanley College courses, they are recognized by the Australian Quality Framework. This means it matches some of the university units. So yes, you can transfer credit into a bachelor's degree if they've completed the diploma.
Yeah, so I believe this question you can ask the university that you are aiming to apply, because each uni they're gonna have different course outlines, and then the admission gonna check and compare with the transcript in Stanley College.
Yeah. Keep it in mind that our Bachelor of Business, it's guaranteed that you will get 1 semester off. So that's if you decided to do the diploma of early childhood with us, leading to Bachelor of Business with us at Stanley College as well, you will get 1 semester off as a credit. So you'll be ended up saving some time and money at the same time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because to be honest with you, I think all the Vietnamese students, they want to have like higher education, bachelor degree. So that's why he asked about bachelor course.
Yeah.
So another student asked, like, I am currently studying Diploma Business and will complete at the end of 2021. After that, can I study Bachelor Business at Stanley College and get to your second year Bachelor?
Oh, well, not the second year itself. As I said, you will get one thing guaranteed, one semester off. So hopefully by 2022, we are having some more majors and more bachelor courses as well. So I can see Stanley College growing more towards the higher education sector in the next couple of years. So when we have more majors and more bachelor courses, we will have more flexibilities in regards to the unit. So we will be able to give more credits for these students. But answering your question right now, you will definitely get one semester off. So you finish our Bachelor of Business in 2.5 years.
Thanks, Gabriela. So, Famti, if you want to apply to study Bachelor at Stanley College, please send your documents to EMK Global team, so we can send to admission team at Stanley College, and then they're gonna process credit transfer based on your transcript and what did you study before. Yeah. Another question on Facebook. Let me see. I kind of get lost. A lot of questions. Yeah, from Chen Huang. He asked, does work placement include in business course?
With our business course, we don't have work placement, but because we have a lot of partners as our employers, we can help our students if they are looking for internship. We do internship for accounting professional year program, IT professional year program. So if students are looking for internship, we have someone who can assist the student. We don't guarantee a work-based training, but we can assist and pass on some information to the students or even get them connected to the employer.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so if you are interested in studying at Stanley College, please contact EMK Global team, and we can connect you with Stanley College for further information about the support to international students. The next question from Dao Chang on Facebook. She asked, I cannot meet the English requirement of bachelor course at Stanley College. Can I still get enrollment at Stanley College? So I think this student, having IELTS maybe less than 5.5. So she asked any pathway for her to study bachelor at your school.
If she's an offshore student, then we can organize English when she comes onshore. But if she's currently onshore, we have English providers who are our partners who can assist to provide the academic English component before she starts her bachelor's degree. I think it's very important to make sure that students' English it's their foundation. You have to be strong with your English so you don't struggle when you start bachelor's. Because when you study at the bachelor's level, there's going to be more reading as well, a lot more reading than vocational training. So I highly recommend that she do academic English or starting the bachelor's. And we can package it because these are our partners that we work with.
Yeah, thank you. I think the student may, choose a package from diploma to bachelor as well.
I was going to say that,
yeah. Yeah, good one for her because the English entry requirement for diploma is not high as bachelor. So Nguyen also have question about English course. She asked, do you have English course and how much is the tuition fee?
That's a really good question. Yes, we do have English courses. The only thing at this stage is that we have we have paused the general English classes for this year, for 2021, okay? So we are resuming the general English classes next year for 2022. So you can send us applications for next year, not a problem at all. Just for this year, for 2021, we have paused the general English classes. So back on track for 2022.
Thank you.
And then we will send you the fees to Megan. So if you're interested in doing the general English courses with us, please feel free to contact EMK Global so they can liaise with you in regards to the fees.
Yeah, thank you. a question from Salim. He asked, do you provide marketing course for master?
No, not at this
You didn't
stage.
have a look in the
Yes,
beginning of the
unfortunately,
event.
we are not providing master's course, only Bachelor of Business at this stage. Yes.
Yeah. If Salim, you have a look in the video in the beginning of this webinar, you can see the testimonial of a student who studied the marketing course, and she's having really good feedback about the trainers and facilities and material in Stanley College. Yeah. So our EMK Global team can send you that testimonial, and if you need more information about the diploma of marketing, we can connect you with Stanley College.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeping in mind that if you are offshore and you are planning to study with us, we can definitely do the package of Diploma of Business or Diploma of Social Media and Marketing leading to Bachelor of Business. Okay, so those two courses, Diploma of Business and Social Media and Marketing, they are being delivered online. So students, they have the opportunity to do while they are in their home country, and then hopefully when the borders are open and hopefully when you finish your diploma course, you can come over here to Australia and do the Bachelor with us.
Yeah, that's awesome. The good study plan, actually.
Exactly.
The next question from Zahid. He said, how many hours for work placement in hospitality course? Yeah.
The hospitality certificate, it depends whether they're doing the Cert 3 in hospitality. Where's their placement?
I think they have the work.
140 hours in 7 weeks for the hospitality.
And then
straight into the diploma is 108 hours in 5 weeks.
Yeah. So the course the student attend in hospitality, he needs to complete on theory before go for practical training, right?
That's right. So the component is always theory first, on-campus training second, and the last part is work-based training.
Yeah, thanks. I think this is the last question because other question we already answered, even about online, offline study. The question from Iris Huang. This student asked, can I study aging and disability course at the same time?
Yes, you can. You can definitely study both of them together. As I often explain, when they do individual support disability, and individual support for aging. Now they do the core units together, and then the elective makes up for aging or disability. So if they want to study aging and disability together, you just add on top of it. So you're studying 3 components: the core units, aging, and disability units. So yes, they can do it all together.
Yeah, thanks for your answer. So I hope all our audience have the answer that they want to know. And if any of you have any other questions, please contact EMK Global team so we can help you to get enrollment or answer some of your questions regarding to study in Stanley College. So before ending this webinar, do you have any last word to say to our audience, Jerabel? Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You
I just want to say thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. Stanley College, we have been around, we've proven ourselves, in the industry, pretty strong name in Perth, very reliable, and it's such an opportunity for us to share, our campus, our photos, our stories. It's just really good. So thank you so much, Megan.
Yeah. How about Gabrielle? Do you want to say anything for our?
Yes. First of all, I would like to thank EMK Global, Megan, for having this opportunity of us to be way more closer to the future and prospective students that are planning to study here with us. I would like to say something to the students out there that are listening to us and watching our seminar. Stay strong, all right? This is just a phase that we are going through. If you dream about living abroad, studying overseas, don't give up, okay? Together we are definitely stronger. So get in touch with EMK Global. They are really good, and then they have been our partners, so they can go through your studies, your study plan. and hopefully in the very near future we can all be together. I can't wait to have you all here on campus. That's one thing for sure.
Thanks, Gabriela and Jerabel, for joining with us in our event today. Thanks our audience for raising a lot of questions for us. If you have any questions, please contact EMK Global team. At the same time, please follow our pages. And also, if you have a time, you can go to YouTube channel of Stanley College. Very many useful information and useful video over there. Thank you for joining with us today. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Stay safe. Bye.
Bye.